Weavers, iron smelters, and factory owners. Next, this chapter tells the story of the crafts and industries of India during British rule by focusing on two industries, namely textiles and iron and steel. Next, both these industries were crucial for the industrial revolution in the modern world. Next, production of the cotton textile made Britain the foremost industrial nation in the 19th century, and when its iron and steel industry started growing from the 1850s, Britain came to be known as the workshop of the world. Next, the industrializations of Britain had a close connection with the conquest and colonizations of India. You have seen chapter 2 how or the English East India Company's interest in trade led to occupation of territory and how the pattern of trade changed over the decades. In the late 18th century, the company was buying goods in India and exporting them of England and Europe, making profit through this sale. With the growth of industrial productions, British industrializations began to see India as a vast market for their industrial products, and over time manufactured goods from Britain began flooding India. How did this affect Indian crafts and industries? This is question we will explore in the chapter next. Indian textile and the world market. Let us first look at textile production around 1750. Before the British conquered Bengal, India was by the world's largest producer of cotton textiles. Indian textiles had long been renowned both for their fine quality and exquisite craftsmanship. They were extensively traded in Southeast Asia, Java, Sumatra, and Penang, and West and Central Asia. From the 16th century, European trading companies began buying Indian textiles for sale in Europe. Memories of this flourishing trade and the craftsmanship of Indian weavers is preserved in many words still current in English and other languages. It is interesting to trace the origin of such words and see that they tell us next. Words tell us stories. European traders first encountered fine cotton cloth from Indian carried by Arab merchants in Mosul in present-day Iraq. So they began referring to all finely woven textile as Muslim, a word that acquired white currency when the Portugal first came of India's in search of spice. They landed in Calicut of the Kerala coast in southwest India. Next, the cotton textile which the look back in Europe along with the spice came to be called calico, derived from Calicut, and subsequently calico became the general name for all cotton textile. Next, there are many other words which point to the popularity of Indian textiles in Western markets. In picture 3, you can see a page of an order book that the English East India Company sent to its representative in Calcutta in 1730. Next, the order that year was for 5 lakhs piece of cloths. Browsing through the order book, you would have seen a list of 198 varieties of cotton and silk cloths. These were known by their common name in the European trade as piece goods, usually woven cloths please that were 20 yards long and 1 yard wide. Next, notice how each item in the order book was carefully picked. In London, these orders had to be placed 2 years in advance because this was that time required sender orders of to India get the specific cloths woven and shipped to Britain. Once their cloth pieces arrived in London, they were put up for auction and sold. Next, new look now look at the name of the different varieties of clothes in the book. Amongst the piece ordered in bulk were printed cotton cloth called chint, corsage, for cassis, and etc. Do you know where the English term chint come from? It is derived from the Hindi word chint, a cloth with small and colorful flowery designs. From the 1680s, there started a craze for printed Indian cotton textile in England and Europe, mainly for their exquisite floral designs, fine texture, and relatives. Japan's rich people of England, including the Queen herself, were cloths of Indian fabric. Next, similarly, the word refer to any brightly colored and printed scarf of the neck or head. Originally, the term derived from the word bandha, Hindi, and the thangi, and the referred to a varsity brightly colored cloth produced through a method of tying and dyeing. There were other cloths in the order book that were noted by their place of original: Kashmir, Patta, Calcutta, Orissa, and the widespread use of such words show how popular Indian textile had become in different parts in the world.